surrounding it have been concerned with matters of romantic partnerships, marriage, and fertility for thousands of years, long before the emergence of greeting cards or St. Valentine. Likewise, when in 2012, Hurricane Sandy battered the east coast of the U.S. at the tail end of October, many communities were obliged for safety reasons to cancel Halloween, or at least its public aspects. In many communities, like my own, the holiday was postponed and trick-or-treating rescheduled for a week or two later. Although most didn't bother, I did witness some sad children and parents trying to make the best of it, but to little avail. Although an opportunity had been given to wear costumes and receive candy, it just wasn't the same. The magic, the Halloween feeling, very palpably, wasn't there. Objects in the mirror may be closer than they appear. That warning on automobile side view mirrors applies metaphorically to the calendar, too. Speaking for myself, but I suspect also for many others, time is always running away with me. For example, I may know I have an obligation scheduled for a specific date. I haven't forgotten it. However, I often think the date is farther away than it really is. Likewise, I intend in all good faith to mail birthday cards or create elaborate altars or cook special dishes for a specific holy day, but when I look at the calendar, I realize that I've left myself very little time, or worse, that the day has come and gone. We all have busy schedules. Our days are packed with obligations, responsibilities, and worries. How many times have we glanced at social media only to discover that it is a beloved saint's feast or the festival of a goddess, and we are woefully unprepared? Alternatively, we discovered that it is the perfect day for a sorely needed magic spell, but because we didn't know until the last minute, we lack the supplies, and so an opportunity is lost. Too often, we realize too late that we are missing wonderful opportunities for spellcasting and celebrations. This has only worsened with the advent of the 2020 coronavirus pandemic and the effects of social distancing and quarantine. More than ever, so many of us, myself included, feel as if we have become totally untethered from time. The year is filled with magical dates, if only we know when and how to celebrate them. Rather than feeling oppressed by time, let's savor it and maximize the blessings and opportunities afforded by these days of power. In similar fashion to Earth's renowned power places, these dates are power moments. Our lives can be improved, and we can take better control of our destinies if we are aware of these dates and possess sufficient advance notice and guidance to create rituals and cast spells that tap into their inherent power, essentially riding the currents of time. Each day is an increment of power. You can tune into it and ride it, in the manner of surfers catching waves. Originally, I began compiling and organizing the material in this book for my own personal use. I found that arranging spells and rituals in a calendar format made me more likely to keep track and actually perform them. Astrological calendars are published annually, featuring information about eclipses, moon phases, and planetary retrogrades for the year ahead. For years, I'd buy one and try to add details to remind me of the magical power days that I wished to celebrate. I quickly learned that this wasn't a practical system for me. There was never enough space, and my handwriting would become so cramped that months later, even I was unable to decipher my instructions to myself. I then progressed to the next step in this book's evolution by creating my own calendars, filling notebooks with details of festivals, ancient and modern, creating what effectively became the love child of a day planner and a witch's book of shadows. In the process, I began taking note of the high quantities of emails and messages I received from readers of my previous books seeking similar information. I'd post something on my Facebook page about Hecate Night, or St. George's Eve, or some other significant date, and within moments, my mailboxes were flooded with questions about how best to celebrate, or honor a sacred being, or avail ourselves of a date's blessings, frequently too many to answer. Often the suggestions that I could make were very limited, because if you didn't already have the supplies, it was too late to obtain them. I realized